It moves without legs. It hears without ears. It smells with its tongue, and it can swallow prey larger than its own head. The snake is one of the most anatomically radical animals that has ever evolved. Every single system in its body is unlike any other creature. Welcome to the complete anatomy of the snake, the most efficient predator body ever designed. Snakes evolved from lizards 100 million years ago. They lost their legs but gained something extraordinary. There are over 3,700 species of snakes, from 10-centimeter thread snakes to 8-meter reticulated pythons, all sharing the same radical body plan. Let's start with the skeleton. The snake skeleton is one of the most remarkable structures in the animal kingdom. Humans have 33 vertebrae. Snakes have up to 400, each one a pivot point, each one allowing movement in every direction. Each vertebrae has interlocking processes, zygapophyses, that prevent the spine from twisting while still allowing incredible flexibility. The ribs. Snakes have ribs attached to almost every vertebrae in the body. Humans have 12 pairs. A python can have 300 pairs. Those free-floating ribs are what allow a snake to swallow prey wider than its own body. The chest wall expands without limit. Now the skull. The snake skull is an engineering marvel specifically designed for one purpose: eating things too big to eat. The lower jaw is not one bone. It's two bones connected by an elastic ligament at the chin. They can spread apart completely independently. This creates the ratchet feeding system. The left side of the jaw advances, hooks prey, holds it. Then the right side advances, alternating. The teeth. Most snakes have backward curving teeth, not for chewing, snakes never chew, for gripping and preventing escape. Venomous snakes have specialized fangs. Vipers have hollow, hypodermic needle fangs that fold back when not in use. The fangs of a gaboon viper are the longest of any snake, 5 centimeters, the length of your thumb. The venom glands. Modified salivary glands positioned behind the eyes, connected to the fangs by ducts. Snake venom is not a single substance. It's a cocktail of hundreds of proteins, each with a specific biological target. Now the muscles. A snake's body is almost entirely muscle, up to 10,000 individual muscle segments. This gives the snake its extraordinary movement versatility. The same body can use 4 completely different locomotion methods. Sidewinding, used by desert snakes on loose sand. Only 2 points of the body touch the ground at once, leaves diagonal tracks. Rectilinear locomotion, used by heavy pythons. The belly scales move in waves, pushing against the ground. The snake moves in a straight line. The scales. Snake scales are not separate structures like fish scales. They are folds of the same continuous skin. The ventral scales, the belly scales, are wide and keeled. They act like tank tracks, gripping the surface for propulsion. Snakes shed their entire skin in one piece, including the eye scales. This is called ecdysis. Before shedding, a fluid develops between the old and new skin. This turns the eyes opaque and temporarily blinds the snake. It becomes more defensive. Now the sensory systems. Snakes have completely reinvented how to perceive the world. The tongue. It's not a taste organ, it's a smell organ. The forked tips collect scent molecules from the air and ground. The 2 tips of the forked tongue go into 2 openings of Jacobson's organ in the roof of the mouth. This gives the snake stereo smell, directional scent detection. The eyes. Snakes lost transparent eyelids during evolution. Instead, a transparent scale covers each eye permanently, the brill. The vertical slit pupil of vipers is specifically designed for ambush hunting. In bright light, the slit nearly closes. In darkness, it opens wide. Heat-sensing pit organs. Pit vipers and pythons have infrared detectors more sensitive than military thermal imaging cameras. The pit membrane can detect temperature differences of 0.003 degrees Celsius. This allows the snake to strike with precision in complete darkness. Now the internal organs. Everything about snake internal anatomy is designed for one thing: fitting a complete organ system into a long tube. The right lung is enormous. The left lung is vestigial or completely absent in most species. One lung evolved to fill the entire body cavity. The tracheal lung, unique to snakes. The trachea itself becomes respiratory tissue. The trachea breathes. The heart. The snake heart is not fixed in position. It can move within the body cavity. After a large meal, the python heart grows by 40% in mass within 48 hours. Organs expand to process the meal, then shrink back. This is called phenotypic flexibility. The organs are literally built and dismantled based on need. No other vertebrate does this to this extreme. The digestive system. A snake's stomach produces acid strong enough to dissolve bone. A 6-meter python can survive without eating for 2 years by reducing its metabolic rate by 72%. The kidneys. Like other organs, they are staggered, one in front of the other, not side by side. Snakes excrete uric acid instead of urea, like birds. This means they lose almost no water in excretion, desert survival adaptation. The reproductive system. Male snakes have 2 hemipenes, 2 separate copulatory organs, stored inverted in the tail. Female snakes can store sperm for up to 7 years and fertilize eggs whenever conditions are right. Some snakes are oviparous, they lay eggs. Others are viviparous, live birth. And some are ovoviviparous, eggs that hatch inside. Python mothers incubate their eggs by shivering. Muscle contractions generate heat. They can raise their body temperature 10 degrees above ambient. Now the nervous system. Snake brains are small but extraordinarily efficient, dedicated almost entirely to sensory processing and predation. The strike speed of a rattlesnake is 2.5 meters per second. The entire strike takes 50 to 70 milliseconds, faster than a human blink. The nervous system enables something remarkable. Snakes can continue reflexive strikes and biting for up to an hour after decapitation. Temperature regulation. Snakes are ectothermic, cold-blooded, but this is massively misunderstood. Because snakes don't generate body heat, they use 90% less energy than equivalent-sized mammals. A python can eat once every 6 months. Behavioral thermoregulation. Snakes regulate temperature through behavior, basking to warm, seeking shade to cool, precise temperature control without internal heat. The constriction mechanism of pythons and boas, not crushing bones, something more precise. Research showed pythons can detect prey heartbeat through body contact. They release when the heartbeat stops, not before, not after. Now let's talk about what makes the snake design so successful. It survived 5 mass extinctions. The snake body plan is so efficient that it has barely changed in 100 million years. When a design works perfectly, evolution leaves it alone. The snake is not a degraded lizard that lost its legs. It is a perfectly optimized predator machine that traded legs for something far more powerful. 3,700 species, every continent except Antarctica, every habitat from deep ocean to mountain summit, from desert to rainforest. The snake conquered Earth. The snake, no legs, 1 lung, a movable heart, hundreds of vertebrae, a skull that opens like a door, a tongue that smells in stereo. This is not a simple animal. This is 100 million years of perfect engineering.